Hit me.
Welcome to a JoshCast bonus episode with Hedonist John. We're at the Northeast Comedy Cabaret.
We are.
The place where I used to pretty much bomb every week, but I miss this place like crazy. I miss the hooker stench, the drinks, the cheap fucking drinks the bartender would make, him making fun of me, telling me how fat I am, how much I suck. I miss the whole thing, folks. And what night? What's special about this day? It's the day before Thanksgiving. It's Wednesday night.
Today is Wednesday. I'm trying to figure out the exact... I want to make sure I'm heard correctly. There we go. Today is Wednesday. I think it's the 25th of November, which is also the number one DUI night, or drinking night in the country. So before the pandemic, people, especially college kids or whoever, would come home for Thanksgiving, and they would all get together with their high school friends, their college friends, or their exes that they don't talk to anymore, and then they get annihilated Wednesday night because everybody's home, and then they just sleep it off and then get fat as fuck on Thursday. And because they know they're going to be off on Thursday, probably Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because it's a weekend, and you keep putting the mic close to my face, so I'm going to get louder and louder.
Oh, no problem. Get as loud as you want. The audio, I didn't want to make John drive me all the way home just to get some professional audio equipment. I said, fuck that, we're out here. Enough of that, but we're both wearing masks right now. I just got wolfed out some Taco Bell. You guys know I'm still on a good diet. And John, what did you ask me 2 nights ago? You remember you called me? I was just getting ready. I'm on an old man schedule. I was getting ready to go to bed. It was like only 9 o'clock at night. I go to bed early as fuck. I get up early as fuck. What did you ask me? Do you remember 2 nights ago?
I think I do. Can you give me a hint so I know I say the right thing?
It involved some sort of video, pornographic video.
Yeah. So okay, I'll go into it then.
Go into it.
Because Josh is a virgin and has never been with anybody.
I've had some sexual experience. I just didn't complete. I didn't get it hard enough, and I didn't complete. But I've been with women. I know that doesn't. You
asked me to answer this.
No. I'm saying that I'm not afraid to admit I'm a virgin. I'm saying that you said I've never been with anybody. I have been with. Okay, go ahead.
Since you, Josh, have never achieved an erection that then goes into a female's vagina.
Yes.
And then completed enough pumps to then climax, whether on or in said vagina. Yes. Because of that, I do a lot of stuff in the kink community, and a number of my friends are now doing OnlyFans sites where they're doing sexual shit. Right. So I contacted you to ask you if you would like her to do stuff with you, possibly on camera, possibly not on camera.
Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because, he asked me. I wasn't mad. I wasn't offended. I was just like, no. And then that happened, I think, 2 nights ago. Last night.
That was the second time that we've talked about this. 2 different girls.
This was a video. So this was a video. I didn't see this. Is this a new girl or is this the same one you showed me?
This is a different girl.
Okay, I didn't see her yet. But listen, the reason I'm bringing this up is because last night I went to bed early. I had a dream that one day our nation would rise up. No, wait, that's that Martin Luther King guy. I had a dream that somebody was watching me. I already did the video. Somebody was watching it, and they're like, "Oh, this fucking guy's body's disgusting." I'm not joking. Like, not only do I have man boobs, I have a giant gut, and on top of that, I have big pepperoni nipples. My body's half tan, half white because of my awful mixed race. And somebody was watching it, and I don't know if I was in a girl, but I was doing something, and Hedonist John put the camera on his face for a second, or I saw his face just for a second, your face, not your dick, just for a second, and I didn't see the girl in the video. Maybe it was just me and you. Hopefully it wasn't. But it was just one of those random 10-second dreams, and I didn't realize until the next day. I was like, does that mean I should do it? Is that a sign that I should be in a porn? I was like, first of all, even if a woman has an OnlyFans, she goes, I'm going to take this guy's virginity. I don't care what anybody says. We all know. There's this comedian, Rod White, right? And he had a really good bit. He goes, most guys are a little bit gay. And the guy goes, I'm not gay. I love women. He goes, all right, when you watch porn, you want the guy to have like a little dick? He goes, no, I want the guy to have a big throbbing cock. And he goes, oh, like he realizes he's like, it's a great bit. And it's like,
can I?
But I don't
want to blow your bubble, but that's also the same joke that they did in Tiger King.
Oh, I never saw Tiger King.
Where the guy convinces a guy to turn gay. Because the guy's like, I'm not gay. He's like, when you watch porn, you like the guys, the little cocks, the big cocks. Big cocks, then you are a little gay.
Yeah, but aside from the cock part, guys want to see a guy. Like, I was on Pornhub one night. I saw this fucking hot black chick, right? And most of the guys I know do not like black chicks. They're fucking disgusting. Whatever. I like black chicks.
While you're talking, I'm going to actually play the video of the girl.
Okay, I see her. She's sucking cock really nicely. She looks like, listen, she's I'm going to say emo, but she's got a gothic look. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Glasses. She's sucking a penis. A man's moaning. He seems to be enjoying himself. Titties look nice and perky.
Her fucking herself.
And here's her fucking herself. Okay, that's enough. Turn it off, please. Okay. Thank you. I'm not disgusted by it. Just, So, the reason why I bring it up is because, aside from the cock part, I was watching this hot black chick fuck this white guy, and he had a huge belly like mine, but he was fully fat. Like, I'm fat, but I mean, like, really fat. And every guy was like, dude, can you, like, this chick is so hot. Can you fuck a guy in better shape? Can you at least fuck a guy who's skinny? And I agreed. I was like, look, I hate to sound gay, but if I'm going to watch a chick get fucked, I don't want to see her get fucked by a big fat guy. The guy doesn't have to have abs. He doesn't have to be ripped, but even right. Just,
It defeats the fantasy. The whole fantasy of it is that, to a certain degree, subconsciously, and I'm not aware of it anyway, but it can be argued that you are masturbating because you're imagining yourself with that person.
Yeah.
So part of the whole fantasy is imagining you in that situation, and in your fantasy, you don't look like yourself.
You're the cock.
You don't look like Josh. Nobody in their fantasy looks like Josh Jack.
No.
Nobody.
There's a lot of fat Hispanics out there. But listen, or a fat Jew looking Hispanics. But anyways, listen. Oh, should we get drinking? You did bring some drinks. You want to pop it over?
I'll do it while you're talking.
All right, so...
I don't know if I can be heard on camera, so... Or
video. Audio, whatever. Audio, yeah. So, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'm like, look, let's say this chick is like, hey, everybody, on today's video, I'm going to take this guy's virginity. He's 34. She's like, I'm like, I don't know what guy would want, like...
They would want to watch. It's
no, they want to watch, but I'm saying that what guy would be like, I guarantee to be like, oh, like this guy, like, I know they're going to be like, I can watch this, but God, could this guy do a goddamn sit or could this guy not eat Taco Bell or whatever the fuck I eat? Listen, I'm just saying, so, look, that's all I'm saying. So, like, when I watch porn, Howard Stern made a good point, even though I don't listen to Howard anymore. He said that, I was watching porn last night. He goes, all these chicks have these big fat bellies. And he's right. He goes, the guys are in better shape than the girls. Now, if you actually watch porno, most guys, not all, I'm talking about Pornhub, like amateur videos, they're usually in better shape. They're like abs or they're like skinny. And then the girls, some of them wear shirts. They have big tits, but they hide their gut. They wear like, they hide their, like, So I'm like, he's right in a sense. Sometimes guys are in better shape, which is like, you figure if you're a woman and your whole job's getting naked, for God's sakes, get in shape. And he's fucking right. But for guys, it doesn't take much to make us come. You know what I mean? When I watch porn, I can't watch hot chicks. I watch busted chicks.
That's interesting because it takes a lot. It takes a lot for me.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I used to not masturbate to porn. I used to do the thing where you would watch it and then later on jerk off because I had my computer in my living room. Then when I got into my room, even still, I was so used to that.
The Eric the Midget?
Yeah, Eric the Midget, yeah. He used to do that. And then Eric the Midget, funny thing is, he tried to say that he doesn't watch, he doesn't like when the guy's cock. He goes, did you see the guy's cock? He goes, no. He goes, oh, you're so straight, you didn't see the guy's cock. And he's like, no, I didn't see it. And it's like, come on, Eric, you saw the guy's cock. And he's like, no. But anyways, that's to, am I drinking out of this thing? Oh, this thing's heavy, I was going to drop it. And this is what kind of rum is this, John?
Are we still recording?
Yes, what kind of rum is this?
This is let me check. It's a PA, Pennsylvania type rum. I grabbed it because I was like, oh, let me be hip and support local farm-to-table rums. It is Faber Easy Drinking Liquors. White rum.
White rum.
Because I know even though Josh is mixed, he prefers everything to be white.
No, that's not true. I actually, when I watch porn, you know what kind of porn I watch? And I know we're talking about porn a lot here. Who cares?
We can, because I that's my topic of conversation.
I know. Yeah. I like to watch, some two favorite porns is black chicks with white guys. And also, I've been watching hooker videos, but not they have busted crackhead videos. I can't watch that. Like real fucking like Kensington looking hookers. Not that.
Right.
But just like I'll type in hooker.
Can I ask you a controversial question on audio?
Yeah.
There's a popular glory hole in New Jersey.
Yes.
Would you go?
No.
Would you go to the glory hole in New Jersey, Josh?
No.
No.
The reason why...
Do you want to explain why, or you want to just let it go and avoid the
reason why... No, I answer everything on this podcast. Okay. The reason why is because I don't trust that it's a woman sucking me off. And even if you show me a woman... If you show me one, I'm so paranoid. I would think that the last second, a guy just goes, I got this. And he just sucks me off.
There is a 90% chance that if you do not actively maintain your client, you will get a dude. But I say that because I met a couple at an event, and they invited me out, and I went with them, and I liked her. Now he liked me.
Ooh.
But I liked her. So we went to the glory hole, and when I went in there, they told me at like 9 o'clock at night. They were like, "We're gonna go out next year." No, we're not. And then 9 o'clock, they're like, "I don't know if you're still interested. We're gonna go hang out at the glory holes." So I was like, "Okay, cool." So I drove over. I got there. He came out and met up with me. We went to where she was. There was 10 dudes lined up for her booth because she was the only actual.
Imagine.
The only biological female in the place was her.
Now, what happens if a guy has a disease?
Hold on, let me finish.
And then you go after him.
Let me finish.
Aren't you going to have the disease?
So we got there.
Is anybody wearing a condom?
So go ahead. So we got there, and then he went in and said something to her. She came out of the booth, and all those 10 guys now were not going to get their dick sucked. And they were mad as fuck at me. So me, him, and her walked to another room, and they were like, okay, him and her are going to stay in the sucking part of the booth. I'll go around the other side. That's what they said. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that because I knew he was going to do it. So I said, no, let's stay in here. So we stayed in there. She sucked me off, and then I fucked her inside the booth.
Nice.
But I say that to say that all the other people that were doing the sucking were biological males.
I imagine.
And I follow 2 different groups for that club. And most of it, the comments are, there's a lot of trans people in here, or I went to go get my dick sucked and found it's a guy.
Nice.
So I'm not going to say the name of the place on audio, but I think you should go, Josh. And I guarantee 100%, if you want to go, I will find a girl to blow you.
Well, that's nice of you, John. You're such a good friend. You're always looking out for my loads. Now, wait, let me take a sip. Do you hold this phone? Because my left arm's like I'm jerking here. It's give it up. No, you're not going to drink anything, right?
I'll drink some stuff. You don't have to. We're taking turns. That way we both don't have our masks off.
Let's hold it for a minute.
That's fine.
Not that. Sorry. That was a bad joke.
That's an old radio joke?
So bring the phone over here because I got a story to tell.
Go ahead.
So we're talking about the porn, and once again, so I like to see big black chicks. They don't have to be big. They can be skinny, whatever, with white guys. And I like prostitution videos. I don't know why I like black hookers with white guys. And some of the guys sneak record them, which I like. Like, they put the cameras and they hide them. I want to do that. Like, I want to sneak record. It just feels better not to ask the girl. Then you can get sued for that.
I have lately I've been watching a lot of candid and spy porn. A lot of it.
Yeah.
So, like, girls get in the dressing room, getting dressed, in the locker room. A lot of that. A lot of, like, beaches and shit like that.
Beaches.
Are
you paranoid? Is someone coming behind us? There's a light on.
Yeah, because
I feel like someone's gonna think we're doing a drug. Yeah, like someone's gonna pull up and go, "Hey, you got the stuff?"
I think they are.
Oh, holy shit!
They are.
This car is pulled to the side of us, and then they realize we're doing a shitty podcast. Like, oh, these guys are losers. They're doing a podcast. We're here to party and bang hookers.
Let's keep recording just in case somebody tries to fucking kill us.
Well, listen, it's a certain demographic I won't say, so I'm not gonna make any jokes. We all know how I feel. Now, listen. So, anyways, I have an idea for a sketch. We'll get back to the porn later.
I forgot I hit the lock button.
There's like the scene in Office Space when he's doing the rap. And you ever see the Office Space when David Herman from Mad TV, he's doing the rap about Tupac, and the black guy comes by and he puts the windows down, he locks it, and then he waits for him to go by. He goes, and then he gets right back into the rap. He goes, I got this anger inside of me. I can't talk to my mother, so I talk to my diary. Anyways,
that is really weird for somebody to park right next to us in the band.
I think that it's possible he's meeting somebody here for something. He's probably meeting a hooker, and he just saw a car and maybe he thought. Anyways.
Yeah, you see two dudes in a car.
No, but he didn't know though. He just pulled up.
And you go, oh, I'm going to park right next to him.
Okay, so let's get to the sketch idea.
She might be with him. There's a whore-looking girl.
She's running away.
Okay,
let's get...
Yes, sir. I did see the whore. Is that your whore?
Here's the idea for the sketch. Now, you said you had a killer sketch idea. I'm going to tell you mine. I'm not going to say it's genius. I'm not going to say it's killer. And don't share this with your improv friends. Not to say they're steal it, because they're homos. They don't seem to like anything. Now, this is not dirty, by this is clean. We do a parody of The Office. We were talking about The Office before. It's just three of us. It's me, you, and somebody else.
Bill Miller.
Let's say there's three of us. Let's say it's me, you, and Bill. I'm talking about you. You're talking about me. And there's one guy who keeps coughing. So I'll say something like, John is a weird guy. He takes the work too seriously. And you're like, oh, this damn copy she's at work. And then you say, Josh doesn't take the work seriously. And I'm like goofing off. And then there's another guy who just coughs. The name of the show is a parody. It's called The Coughus. The guy coughing has coronavirus.
Is that like the button of the joke?
That's the butt of the joke. It's called The Coughus because the guy just keeps coughing. He doesn't talk. When it's started to talk, like the takeaways, where he talks about it, he goes, the problem with Josh John is... and he just has coronavirus. It's called The Coughus.
I think with some work, that could
see, that's what I'm saying. Like to me, it's like, I don't do sketches. I don't know. Like, I like Mad TV.
My sketch group and I don't get along because I hate every sketch we have because it's all written by, and I want to say this with love first, of course. Yes, I've said a lot of things are shticky or they're borscht belt or like it's that kind of a thing. Like, one sketch is about the quiet car and my character keeps farting, written by a 60-year-old man. There's a lot of semen jokes that I have to cut out because they're bad.
That's lame. I get like the pedophile stuff. So how this started was John said I should go to writing me. He told his friends about me, and he said he had a pedophile idea, and they said absolutely not. And I said, well, I don't want to hang out with them.
They've shut it down for almost 3 years now.
Now I can understand that everyone has a line. Like one person will say, I don't like the kid stuff. One person will say, I don't like the mentally challenged stuff. Another person would say, I get that. But it's like, in the name of comedy, I'm all about like trying almost anything as long as it's not too crazy. But it's like when you say like simple things like semen or something, it's like that's just so. So obviously this is some sort of PG-13, which is fine. But if it's PG-13, then
but it's not PG-13. So yeah. So Friday we had a sketch sort of show we did, and it.
You know what this tastes like?
So one of the sketches was called "Services as They're Rendered," and the whole joke is that you go to a doctor and everything they do, they charge you real time. And the funny thing is, at the very end, he puts his finger up somebody's butt, and the guy doesn't have the money. Uh-oh. That's the fucking sketch that has been going for a year. That I'm like, it's not funny, and other people get offended by it because it's homophobic. I'm like, it's not homophobic; it's just a bad joke.
See, I like cheesy sketches. That's why I think The Coughus to me is not hilarious. It's funny. Right. And I'll give you an example of a sketch I thought was really funny. Somebody did a skit. You tell me you think this is funny, and then you can see it if yourself. It's been on World Starter. So there's a black guy. He's being questioned by a white detective, and he's like, "Are you going to tell me or not? Are you going to tell me or not about your homeboy? We need to get him now." The black dude's not talking. Another white guy goes to whisper in his ear. He goes, all right. He comes back with some Popeye's chicken. The black guy goes, what the fuck? He goes, let me tell you something. Yo, man, his name is Rodney. He lives on 43rd Street. He's got 3 kids, and then he eats the Popeye's chicken.
That's a very good sketch.
Now,
That's a very
It's fucking sketch. Funny because number one, it was and then I love the comments. Someone wrote a funny comment. They went, who made this? And that made me laugh.
Wait. This is a film thing?
No, it's a sketch. Skit.
Can you, keep your...
Okay, listen, this audio's not going to come. I'm getting drunk right now. I just had 3 sips of this. All right.
Okay. So, I'll...
John's sober right now.
Yeah, I'm always sober. I can't get intoxicated anymore.
I was just saying, you know what this tastes like? This tastes like,
lemon?
No, it kind of tastes like...
I put lemon as seltzer in it.
Oh, that's why. Yeah. I never had... That's okay.
Yeah.
So, is this like a club soda kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not bad, actually.
So, just back up. So, this is a sketch that was done?
This is done already. It's a skit. It's a skit. Whatever.
Fuck, man. Because I was like, that's a great
I wish
idea.
I came up with it.
Yeah, that I'd want to do.
Yeah, so it made me laugh because, like I said, the comments were fun. Like who made this? But it's so funny. You know what I mean? It made me tell you, but you can see it's like it made me laugh the next day at work. I was really thinking about it at work, and I had tears coming out my eyes. I was laughing. So I know a guy who's considered a Tyrone, which is not an insult. It means a really hunky black guy. He gets a lot of pussy. He doesn't do stand-up comedy. His name is Sean because he gets so much pussy. He only does it 2 or 3 times a year. I met him on Craigslist years ago, posted ad for comedy videos. And me and him all the time, like he used to say to me, like, there's no such thing as a bad idea. He goes, I'll do anything. He was like, anytime you want to hit me up, it depends. If I'm at work, he's like a personal trainer. He's like, I'll meet you. We'll do it. And Goat's another guy I talked about before. He's been on the show, Rod Goat Sperlin. He has sketch ideas, but once again, you don't have to beg him. I have to be the ringleader. I have to text him. I have to text him, and I have to set it up. But he lives in Doylestown now, and he's a cheap Jew. He got a car for free. His mom paid for it, even though she passed away, with her inheritance money. And when I said he gets pissed, he goes, it was kind of funny, actually. He goes, you saying my mom gave me a hand because my mom died? I go, no, I'm just saying that you didn't, because he was giving me shit. He was like, I got to take the bus. He's like, well, go get a car then. I said, look, I don't have, handout like you. He goes, handout? He goes, my mom died. I go, look, I'm sorry, but you didn't earn the car. Like, it's like, I hate people. We're going off subject here. We're talking about sketches, but this is a rant. It's going to go nowhere. All right, I'll hold it now. Most people, their parents buy them a car. Not everybody. Does your parents give you a car or buy you a car? Okay, so you're an exception.
My first car was my dad's old car that did not work, that I had to spend $1,000 to fix. So,
but he gave you a car.
He allowed
you to drive it.
He allowed me to have the car that didn't work, but I had to get it to work.
Okay, but anyways,
it's debatable.
Most people, I'm gonna say whatever. Let's say 70%. I could be wrong. Their parents just give them a car, right? I'm not gonna say I'm better than them. But my first car I didn't get till I was like 26, and I had to pay for it myself. I'm not saying whoop-de-doo, you deserve a fucking award. No, but like
I'm gonna hold this.
Okay, I'm drunk. I already had a few sips of this.
You're gonna get so mad when you hear this. I don't care. It sounds like a fucking roller coaster because you're.
Listen, I was trying to be considerate. I didn't want you to drive me all the way to fuck home, just to get get audio because I didn't bring it to work and then come back up here. I was trying to save you time, gas. I didn't want to. You know what I mean?
And I appreciate that, but part of we could find a place and put the phone down and have steady audio.
I wish there was
it's a little late now. We can continue doing it this way. I'm just saying in the future.
This is just if we do this again,
I'm happy to do this again. I want to make sure.
When we do this again, I'll bring my inline recorder and we're fucking. All I have to do is put it right here where the sunroof is, whatever. And anyways, so most people, their parents buy them a car and they're arrogant because they don't know what it's like to take the bus. Like if you never took the bus before. I feel like you don't have appreciation. You just think everything is like whoop-de-doo. But if you take public transportation for even a fucking, let's say 3 years, the train, subway, and then you get a car, you're like, oh my God, I don't have to wait at the bus stop. So go to one of these people that his ex-wife, it's funny, I'm just talking about him for no reason. His ex-wife paid for the first car, gave it to him. His mom, not making fun of his mom, rest in peace, Miss Sperlin, who passed away. She fucking gave him a car. And he's like, no, I gotta drive you home. First of all, I'm the only friend in comedy this guy has. Ask anybody, they hate ghosts. Scott Terry, who we know, he's a fellow comedian.
So
wait. He said to me, he asked about Goat. He goes, you still talk to Goat? I go, yeah. He goes, I hope he fucking dies. He said, I'm not joking. He goes, I hope he fucking dies.
You still talk to Josh? Yeah, I hope he fucking dies.
Well, that's good. Now tell me the comedians because I want to really know.
There's a lot.
Well, good. So no, but they say that. He goes, no, really. He goes, I'm not joking. He goes, if there was one comedian I want to die, it's him because I fucking hate him. There's a history there.
Josh, so, there are comedians I know in the city that will.
He knows. Hedonist John knows comedians in the city. Hedonist John who never goes down to any city open mics. He knows all the comics in the city.
Josh, You've been to
improv and stuff. I'm talking about like comedians, not improv people.
Okay, let me finish my.
I don't know any improv comics. If they hate me, they're fucking stupid. That's
what I was going to say. I know a lot of people that I've asked about stuff, cabaret. People,
I would love to hear a name,
and will say your name and say I will not work with anybody from the cabaret because of Josh Jack.
I would love to know who. Like, give me a specific name. Drop a full name. I'll read on this podcast.
Perry Block.
I don't know who that is. I've never even heard of that person. Who the fuck is Perry Cock?
Perry Block.
I never heard of him. I swear to God.
I said, well, I do the cabaret, and I even brought up Aaron Bell. I said, Aaron Bell does it. They go, yeah, but he kind of washed the cabaret off of him.
What is that? Oh, yeah, Aaron Bell started out a cabaret. Now, here's the thing. So, this guy you bring up...
Because that's a person... Because him and Ryan, there's a few people that work cabaret, would come to the cabaret to do sets, I guess.
Yeah.
Work
Ryan,
out.
You're talking about Ryan Foster, who's a Chad. He's considered a Chad. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, okay. Then we're talking about the same person.
Yeah, so anyway...
But I saw them at Philly's Funniest. So I knew who they were.
Okay.
From the cabaret.
So, let's go to this. So, end of the day, it's like... I've been doing open mic comedy, as you made fun of me before, for a long time, over 10 years.
Over 10 years, yeah. When I met you 2 years ago, you said 10 years.
And it's fine. I don't blame you for making fun of me for that. Here's the thing. No, really. It's like, look, I try to stick with it, whatever. Most comics quit. I'm trying to do this for life.
Fucking with you, Josh.
It's okay. I'm not hurt by it. So, look.
You are.
Usually.
You are hurt by it.
Listen, wait.
Okay.
You just want to call me out for stuff, but you don't even let me build anything. Oh, that sounds like they just hit your car. It did sound like
it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. So, usually I know a lot of comics by, like, you do open mic with somebody, yeah, that name sounds familiar. I think that person was there. That name you just said, I swear to God, I've never seen it on Facebook, through a mutual friend. I've never seen it on an open mic list, a comedy contest, ever. So the fact that you brought that person's name up and they won't go there because of me shows that this person is a judgmental cunt who heard something about me, and they're like, oh, fuck that guy, which is fine. That's what the whole comedy scene is. But that's ridiculous to me that a guy I never even heard of, like, it was a comic I kind of heard of, like, oh, that makes sense. He's friends with so-and-so. So obviously he's friends with someone.
I said his name because I knew you didn't know him, so you wouldn't get
That's
mad.
fine.
I didn't want to say a name of the person you did know.
Oh, you don't want to get me mad. That would be good concept of the podcast. Oh, fuck that guy. Anyways, so I'm going on different tangents here about Goat and stuff, and I would like to do more podcasts with Goat and also sketches with Goat, but he moved, by the way, only 20 minutes away from here. He lives at Doylestown, and it's only like an hour away. He'll drive 3 hours to a concert. But when it comes to, doing a, he goes, oh, I got to drive you. First of all, he never drove me home. He would drive me to the bus stop right here. And go, I got to drive you back to the bus stop. I'm like, you're a faggot. Most people are nice enough, like Will Fitz always fucking, like, he doesn't have to. Willie Fritz.
I did pitch that to our sketch group.
Willie Fritz?
No, your pitch of... Get a group of improvisers, and while they're rehearsing, have comedians come in and yell, faggot, faggot, faggot.
It's funny. I think it's a good idea.
They said that's a cabaret idea and looked pretentious.
Cabaret. Oh, God. See, this is why I love this room. I love the fact that to me, it's hack when city comics go, oh, the cabaret. Because first of all, there are city comics who've never been here, once again, who heard things. One comic, you might have heard his name, who... When I met him, I brought this place up, and he was like, oh, I heard where's somebody. He was terrified, and then within a month of going there, he said, this is my favorite open mic, is Dan Madden. Dan Madden, he lives in the city. He won Suburban March Madness. He's just a guy, he gets booked a lot on shows. He's friends with Ryan Foster. They do something called Scumbags of the Stadium, some sort of show thing. When I told him, I said, you should check out Cabaret. He was like, oh, I'm not going there. I said, why? He was like, all the people I'm friends with said that place is weird. And I said, well, look, I think you'll like it. He came a week or two later, started coming back every week at that time. And then he was like, this is like my second favorite open mic. I think he's more of a Jersey guy. So it's mostly just judgmental cunts, as I said, who've never been here. But I love that about Cabaret, that it scares certain people like, I'm not going there. It's like, good, don't come here because...
Only the Cabaret could you have Ann Smith and Josh Jack on the same bill.
Well, Ann Smith doesn't come around. She only came around like twice.
It's
so weird how
I clap so hard when Ann Smith gets on stage. She has no idea what the fuck is going on.
Well, here's the thing. Ann Smith is the only female comic that I like. Now...
What about the fucking, like moody Zoe Deschanel one?
Chanel?
No, there was a girl that would come around, she'd talk about, like, her cats and, like... You know what I'm talking about? She was funny. I can't remember her name, though.
No.
She was the only other girl.
Cynthia?
Maybe.
She's tall. She's a tall... So. Is she tall and very skinny?
I think so. Like, she has, like a hip look to her.
Well, she's tall and very skinny. That's Cynthia.
I think so.
Yeah, so... pretty much... Ann Smith, we talked about in the show before. She's... How I describe her... She's all meted up. She wears sunglasses in the room, black dark sunglasses, black trench coat, short lady, she's about 5 feet, soaking tall. She's very scared. She mumbles to herself. She chews gum. She always goes on last. And I've said before, I said, look, the only female comedy I like is Ann Smith. She makes me laugh for the wrong reasons because she goes on stage. I love to see people's first reaction because people will come out and they think first they'll laugh for a second, then they realize, no, this is her. This isn't a shtick. And she'll come on stage and go, so I was, so I got my car. I gotta get my car fixed. Every once in a while, she'll drop the N-bomb, which is another reason to like her. She just start being racist. Yeah, she was like, I was at the dollar store, and she just go right into it. So Ann Smith is funny for like the wrong reasons, but she's the only female comic that makes me laugh. I've had other female comics say, I'm funnier than her, right? Listen, if your goal in comedy is to be funnier than Ann Smith, you need better goals. It'd be like somebody came up and said, I'm funnier than Josh Jack, right? It's like, you want to be, is that all you? Yeah. No, if you are, it's like, why would your goal be that low? Like, I'm a fucking nobody. Maybe a few random people find me funny, but most people probably don't or don't care. I'm a loser. We know this. Why would you care? Why would you set your goals that low? Am I funnier than? So I've had female comics say it to me, and they need better goals. Ann Smith's the only female comedy that makes me laugh. Once again, for the wrong reasons, which is mean. I hate to laugh at her because I know she's got some sort of mental illness. But
I love her.
She's her. Like, that's not an act. And the reason why I know is the bartender, Mike, saw her one night, and he said hi to her. He said hi to her supermarket. And she went, oh! And she ran away. And he was like, Ann? And he's known her for years. She always comes in and brings snacks. He always, he tries to talk to her.
He's a very, very, very polite gay man. He wouldn't threaten anybody.
Well, he actually doesn't want anybody to know he's gay, even though it's very obvious. But he'll get mad if you say that. I don't know why. It's 2020, buddy.
He told me he was gay his first night, and
I know, but when
he said he wanted to look at my cock.
And then when I say something gay about, if I say something like whatever, it's probably because the way I say it once again, like, hey, if I text it for a spot or go, don't make fun of me in front of people like that. Next time I say, okay, it's okay for you to call me fat in front of the whole fucking bar once again. And I know you said last time, you chose to be fat. Whatever, it doesn't matter if you choose to be gay. You're born fat. You're born gay. Don't make fun of fucking.
Nobody's born fat.
Don't make fun of somebody is the whole point. If you don't want...
You were born mixed race. You weren't born fat, though.
And don't make fun of somebody is my whole point. If you don't want anybody making fun, I don't care what it is.
Okay.
If you can't take a joke, that's your problem. Here, can you hold this? Oh, no, get the ducko going.
That's good. No, are you done?
Wait, let me take another shot.
I did like this, though. Like the rum with the lemon. I actually do like it. I'd never tried it before. It was just a guess.
All right, see how long we going here.
Yeah.
We're going for 32 minutes. You want to just stop here?
Just stop. Start a new one, though.
All right, so back with a part 2. We didn't take a break or anything. We just wanted to, whatever. So anyways, we talked about Ann Smith here. And that's one of the reasons why I love the room is I love that it freaks out. Because first of all, isn't that boring? Like, one of my favorite things about open mic is you get a little something at everybody. Let's say you come here as an audience member. You see 3 clean comics and I go up. I do the filthy, offensive stuff. You might hate it, you might like it, you might not care. But let's say you do like, wow, I like that guy that came on. Then you see Ann Smith, you're like, what the fuck, that lady at the end? What the fuck was that? Then when Goat used to come here, he's one of those rare comedians that he freaks you out.
Okay.
So my whole point is the city, they're all the same comic. They're all clean. They're all trying to go for the polished thing. They're all hipster. They're all like, woke. It's like, don't you want something different? Even if I go down there, I bomb. It's like something different. Everyone just can't have the same fucking personality. We all can't be the same.
I will definitely say this about the cabaret. I've done crazy shit at the cabaret I don't think anything I've ever done at the cabaret has ever worked. But I've tried. So my YouTube channel, my number one video is me ranting about about parents putting pictures and videos of their kids being potty trained on Facebook. My cousin was like, talked about it. She put all these pictures of her daughter pissing and shitting on Facebook. And I talked about that on my YouTube channel. It's my most popular video. But I brought a TV. I brought my laptop with me to the cabaret, hooked it up to a TV, and while talking about it, was showing the audience my second cousin's pussy and asshole while he
was that the night you brought the monitor and it didn't work? But you showed it. But
it worked.
Some people
barely
worked. Some people couldn't see it. But
yeah. But I'm saying, like, the cabaret is a place I could do that.
Yeah.
I also went up on stage, and my whole thing was that my act is not great because I just found out I had cancer. And I would just repeat it back. Like, I'd do a joke and be like, hey, guys, kind of take it easy. Again, I got cancer. And I would do, like, dad jokes. Like, what's brown and sticky? A stick.
Cancer of the funny bone, more like it, folks.
It was bad. And then on Halloween, I pretended to be Frankenstein's monster and just did jokes the entire time as if I was Frankenstein's monster. None of them worked, but I could do it at the cabaret. And I knew, like, even if somebody made fun of me, I wouldn't care.
Yeah. So my whole point is, it's more open-minded here, and there's no
it's ironically open-minded.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, comics will call me out, like Ryan Foster we talked about. He likes to go after me because he'll always reference my set if I drop the whatever, and it's like, look, whatever.
That's cheating. That's cheating.
Yeah, but comics do that. They use other comics. Like, think about it. I'm the perfect person to follow. Right. Here's why. All you have to do is go up and go, hey, everybody, I'm not like that last guy. Like, that's what they do at Philly's Funniest. Like, they rig it. Like, they put someone on like me before, like, one of their guys who they want the advance. And then all you have to do is go up and go, well, that last guy was pretty racist, right, everybody? And everyone's like, yeah, he was pretty racist. You know, it's the easy thing to do. It's like, okay, we get it, you know? But all I'm saying is, Cabaret's open-minded. And by the way, ever since they started promoting the group before it closed down on Facebook, which they never did, in the 10 fucking years they came, they never promoted it at all. The bartender was. We started having more comics come out, and a decent amount of them were black. And some of them don't stick around, especially I have chased away. Nobody ever thanks me. Nobody ever came and said, Josh, thanks for chasing away the minorities. Nobody. I'm making this place safe. So, and people
Josh, speaking of minorities, do you think there are more black people in America or more Polish Cuban people in America?
Probably more black. By the way, I don't know.
Statistically, you are more of a minority because of your mixed race.
Here's the thing. I don't believe this. They say that
black people that are 100% black.
Wait a minute.
There are more of them than there are Cuban.
Wait a minute.
People.
I don't believe this. They say that black people are 13% of the population. I disagree. Half of Philly is black. That's 50% black. 50 to 55% black. So I don't agree. I think it's more like 30% black. I don't agree. Like, even Boston, it used to be like super white. Is a little, there's more black people there, so I don't agree. But anyways, long story short, Cabaret's open-minded. You can get away with anything here, and that's why we love it. But any comic I'm glad comics from the city, they only come down like maybe once a year, and they usually make fun of it, and that's fine. They can make fun of it, but it's like down in the city, you won't get banned. But if you go up there and do the kind of shit that I would do, whatever, they're going to go on Facebook and they won't say your name. And they're like, some guy on stage when I do this and anywhere. It's like, don't worry about yourself. It's an open mic. That's my whole point. It's an open mic.
The Cabaret is a place that I still remember the first Bill or Miller joke I ever heard at the Cabaret.
The Bill or Miller? You said Bill or Miller.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I still remember the first Bill or Miller joke.
Do it. Are you going to do it?
He said, I work at Sherwin-Williams, and this guy came in and he was painting his kid's room red. Big Phillies fan. I can't do the Bill isms on the audio, but
right.
And he's like, so we're big Phillies fans, so we want to paint it Phillies red. And he said, okay, well, because it's Sherwin-Williams, in order to have the color for a specific brand,
hold this, I can't. I'm about to drop it.
You have to pay the copyright for that thing. So if it's like Eagles green, you have to pay more because it's a specific color that's owned by the Eagles, quote unquote. And same thing with red for the Phillies. Mm-hmm. So he said, I mixed it up, and I gave it to him, and it said, Sunset Kiss. And the guy was like, no, I want Phillies red. And Bill was like, but we don't have Phillies red. It's the same color. It's just not the brand name trademark Phillies. And the guy was like, yeah, but this says Sunset Kiss. And Bill was like, yeah, but it's the same color. And the guy was like, well, I'm painting my son's room this color. I don't want to turn him into a faggot. That was the first joke I think I heard. I think that was the first period I heard the Cabaret.
Nice. It's nice you remembered it word for word. That's a pretty long joke to remember.
I kind of butchered it, but the whole point is the fact that
you got all the details,
if he paints it
yes,
a gay color, he's gonna turn his kid into a faggot.
Yeah, man, that definitely sounds like a Bill Miller joke. And
Actually, I definitely did not.
And Bill Miller's one of the few guys that most comics don't stick around. He's one of the few that did stick around. So, listen, end of the day, it's like, look, I wish there was more places like this because it's like, you fucking get on. There's no bumps here. There's no favoritism. Everyone, the show's short. You do your fucking act. You know what I mean? It's like, where else can you go to do that? It's hard.
I get free booze.
Yeah, for showing his cock. It's like,
I do, actually.
It's like, where else can you go? Where else can you go to get that? You go out of the city, they act like they like you, and then they put you on at 2 o'clock in the morning. Everyone's got that story. Oh, I went down to the city. I sat at number 4. They put me on 2:30 in the morning. Man, fuck that shit. That's shitty. So anyways, we talked about the sketch idea. We talked about a lot of porn talk. Talked about the Cabaret, where we're at right now. By the way, I wanted to say this earlier. The night before Thanksgiving is usually a dead night at Cabaret. It's usually like 12, 13 comics. You know, most people or whatever on the road to their family, if they're at other open mics or whatever. I don't know. I like it though. I like the atmosphere. It's like all the drunk drivers on the road. You know, I used to go over to Chicky Pete's, the bus stop over there, and you know, see all the drunk cover bands and stuff, and everyone's hanging out. Just the atmosphere of the boulevard.
You can say dumb white people. You can say it. You're half of us. You can make fun of us.
Well, it's not even about white. If it is white, whatever.
It
white.
Is. At Chicky Pete's, it is.
White people, whatever. Yeah. There's a few blacks in there, but regardless, what I'm gonna say is, I like it, man. It's like I just wish there was. I want to do more in comedy, but you know, just now I can't do it. I've been on stage in 8 months, but hey, I was gonna make it anyways, folks.
Well, I'm working on a Casablanca parody right now. I don't know if you'd want to do that.
I don't know what I can do. I mean, it seems like no one wants to get together. Everyone wants to do everything on Zoom.
Well, yeah, you're going to have to do it. Maybe Zoom.
Yeah. I always see. I mean, I'm working this job right now. I can only do it like the last 3 days of the week. It has to be a Friday to Sunday. I can't do it during the weekday. I didn't even want to do this. I canceled originally because I just wanted to go straight home.
I like doing these. So you cancel and I talk you into it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So let's talk about one last thing before we wrap this up, because you got to get your pizza. Fucking Amazon, right? So I order a full-size mattress and a box spring from Amazon. Box spring comes first, right? Comes in the mail. It's in a big box. So I put it downstairs. And I knew it looked wrong. I was like, wait.
Big box spring.
It wasn't, but it looked like it wasn't a rectangle. It was like
box chair. There was a box
chair. Yeah. So I put it downstairs and I told my dad, and I was like, the box spring came, take a look at this. My dad's like, you fucking idiot. I could have took you down this place. I could have got you a deal. Why'd you buy? I said, well, I didn't want to buy it because I know you're tired from work and I wanted to. He's like, that's not a fucking box spring. So I open it. It's a metal box spring, which it is. It says box. I said, look, it says box spring right on the box. He's like, yeah, but and you have to assemble it. It's just not assembled. And then the thing goes around the metal thing. Because I was watching videos, this is like one of the highest rated box springs. My dad's like, that's not the one you got the wrong fucking one. So now I got to probably take an Uber on Friday. Like, actually, John was going to be nice enough to help me move it, but UPS store closes at 6, so that's too late. Anyways, so that happened. Then I ordered the full-size mattress. My mom calls me work. Oh, your mattress came. I go, is it an actual mattress or is it a box? She goes, it's in a box. I'm like, fuck! You gotta be fucking joking. How the fuck can a mattress be in a little fucking, like, not a little box, it's a big box, but it's like a rollout thing. It's like it rolls out or something.
Right.
I'm like,
that's normally what happens nowadays.
I know, but it's like, you have to assemble it, I think.
Have you seen it yet, or you're just going off what your mother said?
I haven't seen it yet, but I was thinking, if I do have to assemble it, I never...
Is your mother the Polish one, or is your...
My mom is not the Polish one. Wait a minute. She says she is kind of slow. Wait a minute, though. If you do have to assemble...
You don't have to assemble the mattress.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even have to see it to tell you.
Okay. So I could be overreacting.
Bed on a box is a big thing. I've been looking for beds right now. Right now, there's a Black Friday sale on a bunch of beds.
Don't say that. There's a guy right next to us. All right, go ahead. That was a bad Black Friday joke.
It's positive black. It means the business is making money.
It's a bad joke.
Whatever.
But black at
so
first...
I've been looking for mattresses
black
myself.
implies cheap, though. Isn't that kind of racist?
No, it's red. It's talking.
But you get a deal, which means it's cheaper. That's racist.
It's talking about businesses being in the red, meaning they're losing money, or the black, in which they're making money.
Good.
What do you mean? Go ahead. I'm explaining it.
Okay, I was saying go to the.
So yes, I'm looking for mattresses myself. So your experience is very interesting. For me.
Yeah, and you said that I asked John to do some research because I was at work and I couldn't really go on my cell phone.
I asked what bed he got. He's like, I don't know. Look it up.
No. You're wrong.
I have to look up what bed you got.
No. You're wrong. That's not what I said. I said,
Joshua,
you missed the text message. Go back. You missed it.
Joshua Emmanuel.
No. You texted me the same time I texted you. Go back. I'm going to show you the text message you missed. So John asked me the same question. He goes, Josh, what brand is it? I go, I already said it.
Times.
I said it already. You missed it because you texted me the same time because you're so fucking impatient. I'm at work. I'm not sitting at home like you. I can't use my... It's a job where I can't fucking use my cell phone every minute. Wait, I want you to see the text message.
Hold on.
I want to show you. Tell me the text message where I said it. I said the box spring is Zenus.
Let me read it.
The box spring is Zenus.
That you did not say.
Yes, I did. Go there. It's there. It's sent. Keep going.
Oh, it does say that. I'm sorry.
That's what I said. So you missed it because you texted me the same time as that. So he said it again. I said, I just fucking texted him that. But you're so busy trying to be impatient because you want to sound smart. You can't fucking wait. So I said, the box spring is Zenus.
I got a Zenus bed frame. Mm-hmm. That's why I asked that.
Yeah. So, but John, I said, do some research for me. See if you can find me. I want to exchange it. And he sent me a link. He said your the mattress you got, it says is known for bed bugs or something. It says bed bugs on the real. I was like, look,
there's a whole bunch of mattresses at that price point. I think that company has 2 at that price point, and I know one of them has 10 different reviews about bed bugs. I don't know about the other one.
Yeah. So my whole point is, fuck Amazon, because to me that's false advertising. It's just say not assembled. I don't care what you say or anybody says for the box spring. It just say not assembled in big fucking caps. And also they show you the picture of it that's the way it's going to come.
I'm going to look it up because I got a bed frame from Zenith and I built it.
So all I'm saying is,
I think it probably tells you.
It probably did, but listen. I'm not a smart guy. I don't claim to be. We all know I have a low IQ. If I see something in a picture, it's like, imagine if you bought a TV and someone just sent you the back piece and then the front and a bunch of screws go, here you go. What the fuck is this? Even though it's different. Well, you got to build the TV yourself. It's like, dude, if I see a fucking picture of something, to me, that's the way it should come. Okay?
So this is what you had?
Yes. Now, I know you're going to find something, but listen, when I ordered it, maybe because I was tired from work, I assumed it was going to come fully assembled.
I want this to be on camera. You go to the listing, they show you pictures, and then they show you a video of people building it.
See, that's what I'm saying. I was probably tired from work. Yeah. See, I didn't see that. I just saw the first couple pictures, but I never watched the videos of the people. I never watch them. So there it is. And my dad, who's been building furniture for 30 years or so, he said it's going to take too long to put that together. It says easily assembled. My dad's... Yeah, but my dad was like, it's too much work, and he's been doing... I take him, not to say as an expert, but he was working in a furniture store for 30 years, building furniture, so I didn't want to insult him and be like...
Back in Cuba? Or no, he's the Polish
one.
Back in Poland.
Back in Poland! I mean, that's more of a Russian. Hold on, I gotta take a swig of this. One more swig.
No, I got a bed frame from them. I'm very happy with it. It's made for fat people, so it fits me perfectly.
Oh, yeah, you're fat now?
No, I mean, like, I'm tall.
But you're not... You said fat, John. That's not the same thing.
Beds that are built for tall people and fat people, it's a similar need.
You're trying to make yourself, apologize to the fat public, which you know you don't like. You're like everybody else, you don't like fat people.
Nobody likes fat people.
That's true. Society doesn't like fat. Look at Hollywood movies. They're always skinny.
That's like something said, oh, I like air. No shit, everybody likes fucking air. Oh, I don't like fat people. No shit, everybody you don't have to say it. It's assumed.
All right, so listen, you got to get your family a pizza. They're hungry. They're like, where's this fucking guy at? He's doing a podcast. What's this fucking guy?
They don't know what I'm doing.
I know.
Yeah.
My parents would ask, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm hanging out with this tall ginger guy. My mom was like, you're gay.
I'm American, okay?
She was like, I'm hanging out with this tall ginger guy.
I'm American.
My mom would be like, he's gay. Are you gay? I'm like, no, I've tried to fuck him a few times, Mom. Trust me, he's hard to get, this guy. That was a bad joke.
I am. I'm telling you, the guy at the glory hole tried to, and it didn't work.
Listen, that's it for the show. Do you want to talk about anything else before we wrap this up?
Josh, I'll talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Do you have any ideas?
I could talk to you all day.
Oh, do you have any ideas or any topics or anything based on what we talked about before we wrap this up?
I think we need to do more work together. I say that at the end of every podcast.
All right. Well, listen, I mean, here's the thing. I have no problem with you. The only problem is I wish I had more people to work with. You know what I mean? Like, I only work with one person. I go, even if it's just you, it doesn't matter if it's you or I go, I wish I knew. But once again, most of the people here.
Right, like Opie and Anthony, right? They had a new person every week. No, they work the fucking together often.
No, we can work together time, but I say, don't you feel the same way? Don't you wish you had more people to work with?
What about Jerry Stiller and his fucking wife?
But they're successful. Don't you?
Dean Martin. Jerry Lewis.
Don't you wish that you had more
Abbott,
people?
Costello.
So you're just going to keep going?
No, I'm pointing to...
I know, but
I'm saying
there are
things called comedy duos.
They're successful. We could be a comedy duo, but don't you still want to work with other people? Like, even though Opie and Anthony were a duo, they had... Jim Norton brought the comics in. They met Jim Norton. They brought him aboard. And then Jim Norton brought all these great comics on. And that did help their show. They had Patrice, all these tough crowd guys.
I've been in the kink scene for long enough. What you're talking about is polyamory.
I'm sweating Taco Bell and booze right now.
You're talking about having multiple committed relationships. That's what you're talking about.
My arm's about to give out. Listen, we'll do this again in another week or two. Maybe for Christmas next month. Folks, thanks for listening to the bonus ode. Go ahead, say your last word.
Bonus ode?
That's what I call it. I call it a bonus ode. I don't know why.
Is there a normal ode and this is a bonus?
Well, because it's an extra episode. I only do one a week because I'm lazy.
Oh, so this is your second one of the week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Happy bonus ode giving, everybody.
Do you know what a swapcast is? When two comedians do each other's podcasts, and Jim Florentine makes fun of that. He goes, swapcast? Don't ever say that again. That's the gayest thing I ever heard. He goes, no, it's a swapcast.
Isn't he into transsexuals?
That's Jim Norton.
Yeah.
Jim Florentine, I said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I confused the two.
Don't ever say that about Jim
They're
Florentine.
very similar.
All right. Well, listen, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys. We're out of here. Happy Thanksgiving.
Touch tips.
Happy Thanksgiving, motherfuckers.
Touch tips.